All right, so this is the second in our series of videos. We're going to talk now a little bit about a posterior pelvic tilt and how that affects the glute muscle, how that affects the balance between the gluteus maximus muscle and the quad muscles. So we're going to use a squat for our exercise this time because a squat works both gluteus maximus as well as minimus and medius, but it also works the quadricep muscles. So that's going to be our target exercise for this one. Okay, so now we're going to have her just do a squat. So what I want you to do first is do a two-footed squat so that you're hip width apart, right? Your feet are on the ground and you're just coming down and coming back up. Okay, so just see how that feels. Do that a couple of times. Okay, now we're going to do a one-legged squat. Okay, so I want you first to do the right side. So I want you to take this left foot and come up on your toes and come just down on the right side. Mm-hmm. Okay, do you need to balance? Right, okay. So is that the left leg that hurts when you do that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now let's do the left side. Bring the right toes up and just do a one-legged squat on the left. That's actually easier, right? Okay, because the quads are working here on her left. The quads are actually in integrity. They have some tone. They're working a little bit better. When she does the right side, she has much more of a problem, okay? This suggests that in that posterior pelvic tilt, the glute max is actually strong, but the quadricep muscles are weak. So what we need to do is we need to correct the posterior pelvic tilt so that we can gain integrity in the quadricep muscles. So I'm going to ask her to let her pubic bone come down and back. This is going to move the ischial tuberosity to the back. So turn this way for me. Okay, so what I want her to do is from here at the ischial tuberosity, I want her to move this posterior, not your trunk. Just slightly push this back into my hand, like that. Now, when she does that, the entire femur is going to shift posterior. Okay, now from this position right here, with this pushed back, I want you to do a squat. How was that? Is that a little bit better? Okay, now keep this pushed back into my fingers. Now come up on this toe and do a one-legged squat. Now look at that. You see how much easier that was for her. Can you do it again? Bring this back. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to turn her back toward the camera. So you can see that as she did that, as she brought this ischial tuberosity to the back, just into the back plane, right? So she just moved the hip back. That's going to actually shift the hip position into more neutral and allow her to have more integrity in the quads. Now, if she does that before she does her squats, she's truly going to strengthen these muscles. Instead of just doing two-legged squats and letting the left leg take over.